This is where it all started. Galaxy S24 Ultra is face to face with its actual granddaddy of them all, the Galaxy S1. Yes, Galaxy S1. This phone was originally announced 14 years ago. This phone has no business being alive anymore, but here it is, back from the grave, only to stand toe-to-toe with its 14-year-old future version, the Galaxy S24 Ultra. S24 Ultra is actually equal to S14 Ultra. If you guys remember, they went straight to the S20 numbers, so originally it's actually 14 numbers ahead of this original Galaxy S1 model. 14 years long technological advancement of Samsung, going from S1 to S24 Ultra. Especially with Galaxy AI, we are truly in the future. Samsung Galaxy S design has changed so much, especially their whole philosophy, because after this original Galaxy S1, pretty much all the other S series phones were just big and they just keep growing in size on the screen. And here we are with the S24 Ultra, an absolute monster that's not only a Galaxy S series phone but also combines the legendary essence of the Galaxy Note series. There's such a huge difference in terms of how these phones feel in hand in terms of premiumness. Back in the days, we were just happy with plastic on our phones, but nowadays plastic is so cheap to us, like we don't even accept this material on a phone that costs more than $200. But of course, S24 Ultra is the absolute cream of the crop, one of the few phones on the market to have titanium build on the side, very durable glass back with matte finish. It truly feels amazing. Like, just by holding these phones, I can tell we have a 14 years long journey. Now, Galaxy S1's design is the absolute definition of old but gold. This phone has a 3.5mm headphone jack, meaning I can use all my old headphones with this phone, which I can't on my Galaxy S24 Ultra. I can also remove the back of my Galaxy S1 to replace the battery. Not just that, Galaxy S1 also comes with a micro SD slot for storage expansion, something we all loved from Samsung until they decided to kill this off almost 10 years later with the Galaxy Note 10 series. Other than the design, the S1 only has a 5-megapixel camera with autofocus that shoots full HD video at 30 frames per second, whereas now S24 Ultra comes with a whopping 200-megapixel sensor that can even shoot up to 8K 30 FPS, along with extra zoom sensor and an ultra-wide-angle lens. Front camera has also went from VGA quality on the S1 to a 12-megapixel high-quality sensor on the S24 Ultra, which could probably take much sharper photos than the back camera we have on this phone. Looking at the displays, we have an absolute mental difference. Galaxy S1 comes with a 4-inch 800p resolution display with Gorilla Glass 1, the absolute original Gorilla Glass, whereas the S24 Ultra comes with the most advanced Gorilla Glass along with a near 6.9-inch edge-to-edge bezel-less display with a whopping 2K resolution. Now, I'm not sure how bright the S1's display is when it comes to nits. It's probably around 250 or 300, but you can correct me in the comment section. In comparison to this, S24 Ultra comes with a whopping 2600 nits of brightness. It's like having an ultra-sharp portable bezel-less cinema in your pocket. Now, I can't even begin to tell you the absolute power level difference we have between the first S1 and the S24 Ultra in 2024. You know what? We're actually gonna put these phones to the test. Let's boot these phones up at the same time. Here we go. Galaxy S1 versus the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Of course, S24 Ultra will boot up quite a bit faster, whereas the S1 is taking its sweet time because it has a 1 GHz single core CPU, which is not even 2% of the octa-core chip inside the S24 Ultra, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which pretty much rivals laptops at this point in 2024. Galaxy S1 also has only 512 megabytes of RAM, which is just absolutely nothing in front of 12 gigs of RAM on the S24 Ultra, something you can't even imagine back in those days. Now, Galaxy S1 is taking its sweet time to boot up because it is actually doing quite a bit of heavy work than it was originally built for, because this phone had software support up to Android 2.3 Gingerbread, whereas I'm running Android 6.0 Marshmallow on this poor thing. Some of you OG subscribers might remember this video where I actually rooted and installed Android 6.0 just to see if it can actually run today's application like Instagram, Twitter, and other apps. But to my surprise, guys, not only we were able to run these applications, I also did an Instagram post straight from the S1 as well as posting a story. With that being said, it was extremely slow, but still, let's have a quick apps opening battle. Starting with the system-based app, we're gonna use Phone Dialer for this example, and you can see there's definitely quite a bit of a wait, but not too bad. Moving on to settings. Wow, another 2-3 seconds of delay there. Of course, it is expected. Let's do a bit of a scrolling. Okay, not that bad. I mean, once the app is loaded, things are looking pretty stable. And let's check out the third-party applications that we use in today's era, starting with Instagram. And you can see that we have to wait almost like 10-11 seconds for Instagram to be loaded. I mean, it's still not completely loaded. And just to make sure that it even loads, I tried not to have the Wi-Fi turned on the S1. But you can see that it's able to load the app, and I can scroll around and even zoom in on the post. I can even use the Instagram camera to post a story or to take a video. Next up, we have Twitter, and just like Instagram, we have to wait for a few seconds for this app to be loaded on the 1 GHz single core processor of the S1. But the fact that we can even do this is just insane. Like I said, this phone has no business being alive, but here it is, challenging the S24 Ultra 14 years later. It's truly crazy how far we have come in order to make these phones so fast. Now let's take a look at the 14-year difference in terms of the camera advancement between the S1 and the S24 Ultra, and this is going to be completely mind-blowing. This is a video clip shot on Galaxy S1 with its single main camera at 720p HD resolution. You can see the grain, and also if I zoom in, this is the quality we had 14 years ago, and this is the quality we have now with the S24 Ultra, shooting the video at whopping 4K resolution from not just the main camera but also through the other zoom sensors, creating this super clean sharp image even when zoomed in that far. Truly incredible. It's absolutely mind-bending how far smartphone cameras have improved, because 14 years ago, no one would have imagined that our phones will be just as good, just as capable as a professional camera. Like for real, with camera and computational photography, this is where we probably have the biggest improvements. Apart from the hardware, we also have massive jumps when it comes to the software advancement. Going from TouchWiz all the way to One UI, Samsung had quite a big journey. One UI is not just a softer skin, it's almost like an ecosystem that connects everything that Samsung does. And now with Galaxy AI, we have features and capabilities that we couldn't even imagine 14 years ago. Use AI to write better messages or summarize web pages. Use AI to edit images in the most powerful way ever. Translate languages on the go with no internet connection required. Like, this is absolutely unimaginable. Other than the CPU, GPU, and RAM, if we look at the AI improvements, that's probably like trillion times better than the Galaxy S1. It's absolutely crazy how far smartphones have come and evolved, especially Samsung with their own incredible journey, creating this masterpiece, probably their most polished phone ever made, the S24 Ultra. It's only when you look back in the past, you see how much we have progressed in all these 14 years. So cherish this technology, and if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe for the future content. Let me know in the comment section below what's your favorite Galaxy S or Note flagship phone that you have used in the past. And if you're interested in buying the S24 Ultra, Samsung's massive discount is still going on. It's gonna end in a few days, so make sure to check that out. All the links and offers are mentioned in the description. With that being said, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.